So the modern world is changing quite a lot, and the most important thing that you can have is an online presence and a reputation and a brand. These are absolutely essential. And I hate to break it to you, but they're essential for all facets of your life. Even with your friends, your ability to project an interesting persona to your friends will get them to respect you more, will get them to like you more. I know it's frustrating, but it is the reality. For example, with dating, your ability to have a compelling Instagram or maybe a good Tinder profile or something like that comes down to your ability to wrap stories around yourself and present yourself well. Of course, in-person charisma is a derivative of this as well. I'm not saying this is all just online stuff. And most importantly, in a career sense, if you're creative and you want to get your ideas out there, if you even want to just do better within your job or something like this, your ability to project your ideas, values, and personality online using these tools, which give you the ability to scale your stories to many different people. This is what you have to do. You have to do it nowadays. This is the thing that is so important. It's the thing that changed my life. I sat down and I had all neuroses thinking I'm better than these modern trends, thinking that I was above it. And then I eventually just sat down and stopped being a boomer and said, you know what, I'm just going to put myself out there on YouTube. And that led to incredible success for me. And this is the thing, is that it takes you a while, but once you just sit down there, are disciplined and consistent, put yourself out there, learn all the skills that you need in order to achieve that, you will really start to transform your life quite quickly. Now, one of the most important facets of this is creating what we call a brand or an online presence with stories wrapping around it. And I'm very, very good at this. This is probably why I stand out among most people who talk about the topics that I talk about, because I'm very personal with the way I discuss it. I talk about my life. I talk about how, psychology and Jung and all these people applied to my life and brought stuff out of me. I'm very, very intimate and personal, and that's important and that's good, because people obviously see me. They want to hear from me. They want to hear about my reality, and they want to hear about me talking to them about how I digest all the stuff that they're talking about and using my life to put it in context for them. And you are in that same situation where you might even be saying to yourself, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to start, what I can do. How can I project a brand online? How can I project a presence online, even a presence in person? Well, it all comes down to your ability to narrate, to storytell. It comes down to your ability to sit down with your own psychology, with your own mind, and pull out experiences from your life and project them onto the internet properly, project them to other people, to storytell them to other people. This is both in life and the internet. The internet will probably get you the most dramatic results, but we obviously want you to be a real person in life who has charisma as well. And so when it comes to you choosing one focus that you could do that would radically transform your life, I think this is it. I think this is the biggest thing that you could possibly do, to sit down there and say to yourself, how do I begin to get myself out there? How do I begin to put myself out there? How do I begin to project a presence? How does that work? What's the way of doing that properly? And this is the big thing, is that, again, if you're into my channel, you're into psychology, one of the last videos I was talking about trauma. Like, you could have an incredible infinite vista of stories that you could dig out of your life to make people bond with you, to build an audience, to build a brand, to build a following, whatever it is, to build people, to just basically get people engaged with your reality. By even just diving into your past, looking at negative things that happened to you, looking at any things that happened to you, and grabbing them, reintegrating them, presenting them to yourself, articulating them in words, learning how to storytell that stuff, learning the skills required for you to project that online, learning how to speak and present yourself on camera, using audio and stuff like that, and then going and just putting these ideas out there, putting yourself out there and doing it consistently, and starting to have that type of discipline where you try to build something and build a presence and work with people, and you would very quickly see your reality change. Because this is the type of thing that changes your reality, is action. And action is kind of a hard thing to conceptualize in the realm of the internet, but you asserting stuff and putting stuff out there and speaking out there and focusing on trying to speak to the highest quality you can, as much as you possibly can, will be the thing that transforms your situation, will be the thing that transforms who you are, transforms your life, transforms your reality. And you're in that position where, if you're into psychology, you can grab your own stories and put it out there, as I keep saying. So this is it, my man. This is what I think you got to do. This is the place that you've got to go. I work with people often, and I see people have many types of problems. They're anxious, they're not sure about the world, but oftentimes the core aspect of it is that they're disempowered, whether sexually because they can't get the girls they want, people don't understand them, they've got all these stories in their heads that are trapped inside of there, and they feel like stuck in their heads. They fiscally aren't free, they don't have enough money. All these type of things are things that hold them back. And interestingly, the simplest way for you to transform your situation, if you're like this, is to start putting yourself out there, is to start thinking in the simplest terms how you can project presence online, how you can project your presence out into the world, how you can go from being someone who's stuck within, introvert, and to start to project your energy out into the world. In person and online is absolutely fine. So this is a huge part of what I do with people. I love to sit down with them and get them to do an introverted journey, to come to understand themselves, to become good at articulating to themselves their past and whatnot. But then I want them to take this and use this skill to do something in the real world, to build something in the real world, whether it be just making your presence at work a little bit better and learning how to present your ideas better and maybe selling yourself a little bit more there, all the way to the aspect of building something that was going to help your dating life, or building something that's going to seriously help your career, building some type of online presence, learning how to wrap stories around your persona, your personal brand. This is huge. This is something that transforms everything. This is something where you can take psychology and apply it to a very straightforward thing and realize that all the people you probably listen to right now are personal brands, are influencers, are these type of characters. And I'm not saying you have to turn into some annoying fucking avocado toast eating Instagram or something like that. I'm saying that you need to put yourself there online and present your reality and your stories whatever way it makes sense to you, and that is the thing that will start to leverage people in your favor. This is something you need to start doing. This is the way the world is going, and you are particularly prone to success with this if you are interested in the things that I am interested in, if you're interested in listening to me, because I talk about psychology, I talk about personality, I talk about storytelling, I talk about creativity. These are all the things that win in this game. These are all the things that drive these personal brands to the top. Most of the people who put out personal brands that I see failing are boring, are inarticulate, not good storytellers, not personal enough, these type of things. They try to create these like disembodied brands that are kind of dorky and just like don't really land with people at all. People buy into people's reality these days. That's what they're looking for, and you have this opportunity to do that. If you could just grab yourself and assert yourself, push yourself out there in a positive way, believe in yourself, as they say, go on the offensive, learn the value that's inherent within your reality and project it out into the world. So if you're interested in working on that and building something tangible and real, there's links down in the description. You can talk to me. You can sign up for something. You can sign up for whatever interests you. This will take you to my website, and there'll be lots of different things. There's a call available there if you want to chat, and we can actually get working on this and really help you transform your life. Put together a structured way that you can go forward and actually build something like this. So if you're interested, pop down a link in the description, check it out, and I'll talk to you soon.